Have you ever picked up your phone just to check a simple message and somehow, over an hour, you've been just scrolling through the social media? And you were not actually enjoying it also, it was just habitual. You just kept scrolling, kept consuming, kept switching between apps. And when you finally put your foot down, you did not realize, but you actually felt heavier, more distracted, more anxious, and emotionally totally exhausted. Because here's the truth nobody talks about. Sometimes, you're not emotionally drained because of your relationships or your work or your responsibilities. Sometimes you are simply carrying the emotional weight of too much of information, too many opinions, too many notifications that you've consumed. So, today we are talking about digital overstimulation and emotional exhaustion, and why protecting your mind has become one of the greatest acts of self care in today's world. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the Flight to Fulfillment podcast. I'm your host, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach and the founder of the Freedom Divas Hub. And today's conversation is not about quitting social media. Of course not. I'm not saying you should, not browse through your social media accounts. You should just let technology be. You should throw your phone aside. Not at all. Technology has actually done so much of good to us. It's connected us in so many incredible ways. It's actually educated us, it's inspired us, it's brought us closer as a world, as a on a global level. It's created opportunities that never existed a decade ago. But somewhere along the way, many of us actually stopped using technology. If I'll be honest, it's the other way around. Technology has started using us. Now think about your average day. You wake up, but before you've even checked in with yourself, you've checked your emails, you've checked your notifications, you've, browsed through a few reels here and there. Before your feet have even touched the floor, your brain has already processed so much of information. From emails to news to WhatsApp messages to Instagram stories to LinkedIn updates to breaking headlines to family groups to work chats to somebody else's engagement, somebody else's promotion, somebody else's vacation, somebody else's opinion, somebody else's emergency. Oh my God. And your nervous system hasn't had a single moment to wake up till now. It's just consumed all of this before you've woken up fully in the literal sense. So the human brain was not designed to consume hundreds of emotional inputs before breakfast. Let's put it like that. Yet that's exactly so many of us do every single day. We mistake stimulation for connection, we mistake stimulation for productivity, for entertainment. But our nervous system experiences something very, very different. It experiences constant interruption, constant comparison, constant urgency, constant noise. And over time, that noise does not just occupy our attention, it begins to occupy our emotional energy. And one of the biggest reasons today, as women, we feel emotionally exhausted is not because we are weak, but because our minds have never truly got any rest. We are carrying conversations that never got over, videos that were never processed, news we never asked for, messages we aren't expected to reply to, and an endless stream of content that convinces us that somehow we are behind in life. So, today let's explore how digital overstimulation quietly impacts our emotional well being and how we can begin reclaiming something that's becoming increasingly rare, our peace of mind. Number one, your brain never gets a moment of silence. So the moment one video ends, of course another one begins. The moment one reel ends, the other one automatically springs up. One notification replaces another: music, podcast, emails, messages. The brain is constantly processing. Silence has become uncomfortable, yet we must know that silence is where clarity lives. Without pauses, our nervous system never gets the opportunity to rest, the opportunity to reset. Number two, we are carrying other people's emotional energy every day of our life. Because every day we consume dozens of emotional stories. Someone's grief, someone's anger, someone's success, someone's outrage, someone's perfect life. Even if those emotions are not ours, our brain still processes them. So eventually we begin carrying emotional weight that never belonged to us. And therefore, of course, we feel tired. Number three, comparison has become a default setting. Now, we don't open Instagram feeling inadequate. We open Instagram to scroll through and just, you know, have some entertainment, pass our time, see what's the latest, whatever it may be. But 20 minutes later, we are questioning ourselves, our career, our relationship, our body, our home, our progress. Digital overload does not always attack our confidence directly. Sometimes it keeps showing us everybody else's highlight and the good things in everybody else's life until we begin to doubt our own reality. Number four, constant availability creates constant anxiety. Now, because we are always reachable, we feel like we should always respond. So every vibration feels urgent, every message feels important, every unread notification feels unfinished. Our body remains in a subtle state of alertness subconsciously, even when nothing is actually wrong. That's not productivity, that's nervous system fatigue. Number five, we stop being present in our own life. And perhaps this is the greatest loss of all. We photograph moments instead of living them. How many of you are thinking about the pictures you will click tonight at the party even before you've started enjoying the party? We scroll through during meals. We want to click food pictures. We want to check notifications during conversations. We want to reach for our phone during every quiet moment. And without even realizing it, we begin experiencing life through that small, tiny screen instead of our own senses. And being present slowly disappears. And this is so common with us, isn't it? We are not fully present anywhere because we are busy clicking, we are busy, making memories, but we are not living those memories that we are making. So, if today's episode resonated with you, I want you to remember that peace is not only created by changing circumstances. Sometimes it is created by reducing the amount of noise we are asking our minds to carry. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to watch everything. You don't have to respond to everything. You don't have to consume everything because protecting your attention is protecting your emotional health. So today I want to leave you with this simple question. If your mind had the chance to breathe today, what would you stop feeding it? I will repeat it for you. If your mind had the chance to stop getting claustrophobic today, if your mind had the chance to breathe today, what would you stop feeding it? Okay, answer this for yourself. And if you enjoyed this episode today, like, comment, share it with anybody who needs to hear this and realize the factuality of it. Until next time, this is me, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach, signing off for now, but asking you to subscribe to the Flight to Fulfillment podcast on either Substack or YouTube or Apple or Spotify, wherever you're more comfortable, so that you don't miss out on a single dose of inspiration coming your way. And if conversations like these speak to your heart, I invite you to join our growing community, the Freedom Divas Hub, where women learn to reclaim their emotional energy, strengthen their self-worth, and create lives of greater presence, peace, and purpose. I'll see you in the next podcast. But before I go, choose presence over pressure, please. Choose silence over constant stimulation. And remember that your mind deserves rest just as your body deserves rest. Love you all. Bye bye.